Hello everyone and welcome back. It's the first week of a brand new year, one of my favourite times, when I can take down the Christmas decorations, organise my home and begin to embrace a new start. As you can see, my tree is looking a little worse for wear. Despite regular watering and even daily misting, it has succumbed to the warmth of my home. Although I do love a real Christmas tree, I'm starting to think that next Christmas I will buy an artificial one. Taking down the lights is certainly not my idea of fun, but it has to be done. I always make sure that I do this carefully and slowly, so that when it's time to put them back on the next tree, I won't have to deal with a tangled mess. After taking the tree outside, my house is filled with pine needles. An artificial tree is making more and more sense. The skirted round table needs to go back to its original place in this room after being temporarily replaced by the Christmas tree. Sophie likes to sit on the back of the chair and look out of the window, so she will be glad that her viewing spot is obstacle-free once again. I know so many of you will comment on this crooked lampshade, and I promise I will fix it at some point this year. One of my armchairs has been living in the dining room over the Christmas period. It was a nice spot to sit and read. Maybe I will think about finding a new one to go in that room. I've been so busy during December that I haven't really had time to clean as much as I usually do. Today I will have a good dust and wipe away 2021. I don't know about you, but as soon as January arrives, I begin to look forward to spring. I know it's a little premature, but it keeps me going through these cold, long months. I love to buy potted bulbs to cheer up my home. I have some cute little terracotta pots that I want to plant these ones in. Sadly, it's time to put away the Toys Delight dinnerware from Villeroy & Boch. It has been such a pleasure to use it almost every day over the festive period. I wish I could use it all year round, but I guess all good things must come to an end, and I will experience this joy all over again when I bring it out of hibernation next Christmas. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend that you check out the Toys Delight collection. It may be very early, but there's certainly no harm in being super organized. I like my dining room to be multifunctional and lived in. I pass through here many times a day to get to the other rooms in the house. I like to store piles of books on this table, so it has an almost library feel to the room. Guests visiting my house always like to stop and have a quick flick through whatever takes their fancy. And now back to the cleaning. An old friend of mine shared with me a wonderful trick to get stainless steel absolutely gleaming. Once you have cleaned the stainless steel, simply apply baby oil with a cloth and it will look as good as new. No matter how much I clean my oven top, there are always streaks, so this tip has been life-changing. I'd love to hear any other cleaning tips you have. Feel free to leave me a comment below and share your knowledge. For Christmas, I went home to spend it with family. Living opposite a communal garden is so wonderful, except for the uninvited guests, leaves. They blow across the road and into my courtyard, so sweeping them away is a weekly job. Even for the short time I was with my parents, they have managed to accumulate. I really want to tackle this space before the start of spring and get lots of plants out here. Now that Christmas is out of the way, I will start to make plans. I think it has so much potential. After a lot of hard work, it's time for dinner. My chicken recipe is not only incredibly delicious, but also super healthy. Perfect if you're trying to shed some excess holiday pounds. I serve it with a simple tomato salad. To begin, I'm grating the zest of a lemon, and then I will add it along with the rest of the ingredients to a jug. Next, I'm adding a little olive oil. As with most of my cooking, I don't really measure, I just go by what looks right and adjust accordingly. A sprinkling of sea salt and some Italian seasoning, then I'm juicing a whole lemon. One clove of crushed garlic, and finally a good helping of Greek yogurt. This marinade is so heavenly and makes the chicken incredibly tender and flavoursome. You could also leave it to marinate overnight, but if you're like me, my cooking is always last minute. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I thought that this was a really nice way to ease us into the new year with a slow, relaxing start, so I hope that you enjoyed that. For me, it was really fun. I want to wish you all the very best for 2022 and a very, very happy new year to you all. I'll see you next Friday, but until then, I hope you have a really great weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Bye-bye.